Weather and music, lots of times they go together.
Music meteorology is everywhere. Music and science combined with weather. We explain the science behind the song.
It's air you can wear.
Good evening, everybody. Meteorologist Alex Carter with you in the Fox 54 Digital Weather Center for another edition of Weather Music Myths. This is a segment where we take songs that make direct references to the weather and talk about whether they're true or false. Or sometimes it's just a metaphor in the song that can relate to the forecast. And so today's song is a little bit of both. This is a collaboration by two of the biggest music titans of the entire 80s era. This song, once you hear it, it always gets in your head, or at least it does for me. And sometimes it's hard to shake it off, at least for a little bit. This song is none other than Under Pressure by the greats, the band Queen, and of course, David Bowie. Let's go ahead and give this one a listen. Pretty self-explanatory, right? Under pressure, it's pushing down on me, it's pushing down on you. Well, that's true technically, but only for one pressure source, and that is high pressure. High pressure is when air from the upper atmosphere sinks to the surface. Low pressure is when air that is rising from the surface makes it up to the upper levels, and then it splits outward. So in high pressure, yes, that's right. It's pushing down on me, it's pushing down on you. Two different types of pressure, but what makes them so different other than the sinking and the rising motion? Well, they're correlated to two different types of weather. Surface map today really tells all. Big stalled front across the mid-south and the northeast. You see where the rain's at, and you see what type of pressure is attached with it. Low pressure. But notice where the big blue H is. We often say the big blue H is our friend, oftentimes because you correlate that with sunny skies or clear skies and some nice weather. We're not going to see too much rain when you have the big blue H overhead. So that's the difference between high pressure and low pressure. And again, high pressure spins more so clockwise. Low pressure spins counterclockwise, or winds that are taking a left turn around a center point. So low pressure equals more storm systems, which amounts to clouds and rain. High pressure, sunshine, and less rain chances. But how does that correlate to our forecast? High pressure is pushing down on you and me this weekend, in the words of David Bowie and Freddie Mercury, because watch this. This big high pressure, which is very rare for the summer months up this far north, is sinking down, and it's shoving this cold front even south of the CSRA this weekend. You've been talking about this big cool down. You know, that's been all the buzz in the weather world lately, what's ahead for Saturday and Sunday. Because that cold front's going to creep further to our south, our rain chances are a different type of rain. It's a lot cooler in our direction. The instability is going to be a little bit further to our south. As a result, the clouds will bring more of a scattered off and on light rain through Saturday and Sunday. However, you see that low pressure is going to be moving to the north, and it's going to carry that front to the north with it. And then we get more warmth and fuel for thunderstorms. And actually, your heaviest rain, I know we've been talking about a possible wet weekend. I think we'll see rain both Saturday and Sunday. It's going to be a lot lighter. But the rain that moves in early next week, that's the kind that is actually very heavy. And we're going to see off and on waves of showers and thunderstorms Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of next week. And look at the prolonged stretch here. 5, maybe 6 days of 80-degree temperatures. We won't hit 90 for much of that period. That is a nice reprieve and something you rarely see in early August. So again, this weekend, as you'll see in the rain chances here, 40 to 50%. Some spotty off and on showers through the day Saturday. No, I don't think it's a washout. I would keep the rain jacket with you for all of your plans this weekend. The heaviest chance of thunderstorms is going to be in our southern counties along I-16, Millen, Swainsboro, Sylvania, Allendale. A lot of us just looking at an off and on, light to moderate rain throughout the weekend. Again, not going to be a washout. At least it's not trending that way at this time. We'll let you know if that changes. But that dials it up for this edition of Weather Music Myths. And we did talk about being under pressure, and high pressure is the one that actually brings us the sunshine. The low pressure, which is what we're under this time around, brings us the cloud and brings us the rain. And you got song recommendations, make sure to send those in to acarter at wfxg.com or my Facebook page, Meteorologist Alex Carter. Thanks for listening to another edition of Weather Music Myths. We'll see you next time with some more jams.